Prologue. They say weddings are supposed to be the happiest day of a girl's life. And maybe, for most people, that's true. The flowers. The dress. The champagne. The quiet promise that someone will choose you, forever. It's designed to feel perfect. Billy used to believe that too. But that belief doesn't survive a situation like this. Because sometimes, the wedding isn't yours. Sometimes it belongs to your sister. And sometimes, she's marrying the one person you never stopped loving. In cases like that, weddings don't feel magical. They feel suffocating. For Billy, this isn't a celebration. It's a performance. Every smile has to be controlled. Every glance carefully managed. Every emotion buried so deep no one even suspects it exists. Because if anyone finds out, if even one person sees through her, everything falls apart. This isn't a love story. It's what's left after one ends. She knew Clay first. She loved him first. But somehow, that didn't matter. Because in the end, he chose her sister. And just like that, Billy was left with nothing. Nothing but silence, and a feeling she was never supposed to admit out loud. For a long time, she told herself that this was the worst kind of pain. Unrequited love. But she was wrong. Because far beyond the soft music and glowing lights of the wedding venue, deep inside the forest that no one bothered to notice, something else had already noticed her. Something watching. Something patient. Something that doesn't understand restraint or rejection. And very soon, Billy is going to learn something far more dangerous than heartbreak. There are things worse than not being loved. Like being wanted, too much. Chapter 1. Can I get everyone's attention? Clay's voice cuts cleanly through the noise as he raises his glass. The room settles almost instantly. Conversations fade. Heads turn. All eyes land exactly where they're supposed to, on him. The groom. I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming all the way out to Cedar Ridge for this weekend, he begins, his fingers tightening around Olivia's hand. They look perfect. Effortlessly perfect. Her soft blonde hair falling over her shoulders. His sharp features, confident smile, like something engineered, not real. Like a version of life that only exists in advertisements. Billy's mother dabs at her eyes. No one but our Clay ever deserved our Livy, she whispers, loud enough that it doesn't feel like a whisper at all. She hasn't even heard the full speech yet. But she already believes every word of it. And she should. Because it's perfect. Carefully balanced. Emotional. Light in the right places. Every line crafted to land exactly how it's supposed to. Billy knows. Because she wrote it. You know I'm terrible at this stuff, Clay had said 3 days ago, half laughing, half begging. Come on, Bills, please. And she had said yes. Like she always does. She said yes when he showed up at 8 years old asking her to ride bikes, even though she hated it. She said yes when he called her at midnight at 16, venting about girls who weren't her. She said yes when he asked her to write his essays at 17 because football took all his time. And she said yes to this. Because saying no to Clay was never something she learned how to do. Not after deciding, at 12 years old, that she would love him forever. And she did. Right up until the moment he asked if she'd be okay with him dating her sister. Olivia. 15 months younger. Perfect in ways that didn't even seem fair. The kind of person who never had to try to get what Billy spent her whole life wishing for. Including him. Across the room, Clay catches her eye. And he winks. It hits harder than it should. To my beautiful bride, he says, lifting his glass slightly. Thank you for making all of this real. I promise I'll spend the rest of my life making you happy. Applause erupts. Loud. Warm. Suffocating. Billy feels it close in around her. Like there's no air left in the room. And suddenly, she knows one thing with absolute certainty. She will not cry here. Not now. Not in front of them. Not for him. After everything, it's over. He's marrying her sister in a week. Excuse me, she murmurs quietly, setting her glass down before anyone can notice her hand shaking. I just need some air. No one stops her. No one even notices. Outside, The sun is sinking low, bleeding into the horizon in streaks of orange and pink. Beautiful. Calm. Completely disconnected from what she feels inside. At the edge of the property, trimmed grass gives way to tall, shadowed pines. Billy hesitates for only a second. Then she steps into the trees. The air changes immediately. Cooler. Quieter. Heavier. Her thoughts start looping again. Why is she still like this? Still stuck on something that should have ended years ago. Anyone else would have moved on. Anyone else would have let go. But not her. Not Billy. The light fades faster than she expects. Shadows stretch unnaturally long between the trees. She exhales sharply. Okay. Enough. Time to go back. But when she turns, nothing looks familiar. The path she thought she followed is gone. Completely gone. After 10 minutes of walking, her chest tightens. The air feels colder now. Damp. Hello, she calls out. Only her own voice answers back. You're fine, she mutters quickly. Just keep walking. But the forest doesn't feel the same anymore. The trees seem taller. Closer. The silence. Thicker. A twig snaps. She freezes. Heart pounding so loud it drowns everything else out. Then, footsteps. Slow. Deliberate. Not far behind her. Is someone there? She calls, her voice thinner than she expects. No answer. She starts walking faster. But the feeling doesn't leave. If anything, it gets worse. Like something is watching her. Tracking her. The air feels charged. Alive. Another sound. Closer this time. She spins around. Just in time to catch movement between the trees. Too big for a rabbit. Too heavy for anything harmless. Then, a low growl. Deep. Vibrating. Primal. Billy stumbles back. Her breath catches in her throat. Something shifts in the bushes to her right. She's about to run. When suddenly, a rabbit bursts out, sprinting across her path. She lets out a broken laugh. God, thank you. Her hand presses against her chest, trying to steady her breathing. She turns. And stops. Completely. Because standing right in front of her. Silent. Still. Watching her like it's been there the entire time. Is a wolf. Not just any wolf. An impossibly large one. White. And its eyes. Locked onto hers, the scent of another male still lingers on her. It shouldn't. It has no right to. A low, dangerous growl builds deep in the wolf's chest, teeth baring at the memory. The urge to follow, to hunt, to claim, pulses violently through his veins. The human thinks she escaped. Thinks she was saved. She doesn't understand. She was never lost to him. This forest is his. Every inch of it. And her. He let her leave. Just for now. But she will be his. Chapter 4. The forest wraps around Billy like it's alive. Moonlight filters through the branches, scattering silver across her skin, but there's no fear in her. Only something strange. Something that feels right. Because the wolf is there. Silent. Close. Watching. Walking beside her like it belongs there. Like she does too. Then suddenly, they're in a clearing. Moonlight pools on the ground like liquid silver. And before she can understand what's happening, she's on her back. The wolf is above her. Its muzzle brushes her neck. A slow, deliberate movement. Its tongue traces the hollow of her throat. And the sensation sends a sharp shiver down her spine. Her fingers move without permission, tangling into its fur, soft, impossibly smooth. The wolf leans into her touch. A deep, vibrating sound rises from its chest. Not a growl. Something else. Something closer to pleasure. Its presence surrounds her completely. Billy. A voice cuts through everything. Deep. Commanding. Real. Billy. Closer this time. The fur beneath her fingers disappears. Her hands press instead against warm skin. Smooth. Solid. Alive. Her breath catches. Strong arms wrap around her waist, pulling her tightly against a broad chest. A heartbeat, fast, powerful, echoes against her own. She looks up. And freezes. Blue eyes. Human. But not entirely. There's something inside them. Wild. Hungry. Uncontrolled. A large hand tangles into her hair. Billy gasps. And jerks awake. She sits upright in bed, sheets twisted around her legs, skin damp with sweat. Her heart is racing so hard it almost hurts. Her fingers tremble as they brush against her lips. The dream. It felt real. Too real. She can still feel the warmth of his skin. Still see those eyes. Watching her. Knowing. She falls back against the pillow, trying to steady her breathing. But every time she closes her eyes, they are there. Waiting. It takes nearly an hour before she gives up on sleep. Her skin feels too hot. Restless. Like something inside her refuses to settle. She needs air. Outside, the world is still wrapped in pre-dawn shadows. Quiet. Empty. Billy slips out, pulling a light jacket over her nightgown. Not because she's cold, but because she feels exposed. The cool air hits her skin, damp with early morning dew. Relief washes over her. Her feet move without thinking. Not toward the forest, but toward the sound of waves. At the edge of the property, the manicured gardens fade into wild terrain. And there, stone steps, carved directly into the cliff. They spiral downward, leading somewhere hidden. Curiosity pulls her forward. At the bottom, a secluded cove. The faint purple light of dawn spills across the sand. And then, she sees it. A flash of white. The wolf. Standing at the edge of the water. Still. Unmoving. Watching the horizon like it's thinking. Like it's waiting. It hasn't noticed her. Or maybe, it has. And chooses not to react. Then, something impossible happens. The wolf's body shifts. Blurs. Changes. Its form bends and reshapes like something out of a dream. And where it stood, now stands a man. Tall. Powerfully built. Completely naked. Billy blinks rapidly. No. That's not possible. Wolves don't turn into men. They don't. And yet, there he is. Water brushing against his ankles. The first light of dawn tracing the lines of his back. His shoulders. His strength. Billy. Olivia's voice cuts through the moment. The man below turns sharply. For one brief, breath-stealing second, she sees his face. Sharp cheekbones. Dark hair falling across his forehead. And those eyes. The same blue. The same ones from her dream. A hand touches her shoulder. Billy flinches. What are you doing out here? Olivia asks, tightening her robe. Billy turns back. The cove is empty. Nothing. No man. No wolf. Just waves crashing endlessly against the shore. I couldn't sleep, she manages. Olivia leans forward, scanning the beach. Oh my God, is that a private cove? Without waiting, she grabs Billy's hand. Come on. They move down the steps together. Olivia talks non-stop. Memories, excitement, plans. Billy barely hears any of it. Her eyes stay locked on the spot where he stood. Where he disappeared. The sand is smooth. Untouched. No footprints. Nothing. As if he was never there. Or never human at all. A chill runs through her. Behind her, the sunrise ignites the ocean in golden fire. And somewhere beneath the crashing waves, she thinks she hears it. A distant howl. Chapter 5. I still can't believe this place, Olivia gushes, leading Maya Gray along the path. The cliffs, the view, it's perfect. Billy walks behind them, half listening. Every few steps, she glances back. That feeling again. Like eyes are on her. Watching. Waiting. The memory of the transformation won't leave her. The wolf. The man. Those eyes. I don't get why she wants to change everything now, Clay mutters, falling into step beside her. We've had this planned for months. He laughs under his breath. She's never satisfied. Billy doesn't respond. You're nothing like her, he adds, nudging her. Always calm. His arm drapes over her shoulders. Once, that would have meant everything. Now, her heart is already racing. But not because of him. Because something feels wrong. She scans the trees again. What are you looking for? Clay asks. Nothing, she says quickly. She can't explain this. Not to him. Not to anyone. Sorry. Just distracted. By something impossible. Something she shouldn't have seen. Clay smiles, pulling her closer. Can't have my best girl off her game. He kisses her forehead. I need you sharp for the wedding. They rejoin Olivia and Maya at a clearing. Olivia gestures excitedly toward the cove. The sunrise was unreal. We have to move the cocktail hour there. Maya hesitates. I'm afraid that won't be possible. We'll pay whatever it costs, Clay cuts in confidently. It's not about money, Maya says carefully. Billy can help, Olivia adds casually. She's not exactly busy this week. Billy stays silent. That feeling. It's stronger now. Like something is closer. In the trees. Watching. I feel like you're making excuses, Olivia snaps. Maya exhales slowly. The cove is off limits. Why? Clay asks. Maya hesitates. Because it doesn't belong to the estate. It belongs to my brother. Then call him, Clay says easily. Maya's expression hardens. You don't understand. No one tells him what to do. No one convinces him of anything. There's a pause. Heavy. Uncomfortable. He's the head of the family, she finishes quietly. And his word is final. Clay exchanges a look with Olivia. Then we'll talk to him ourselves, he says. Confident. Certain. Like this is just another obstacle. Something small. Something manageable. Maya doesn't respond immediately. But something in her expression shifts. Almost like. They have no idea what they're asking. I doubt that, Maya mutters under her breath. What was that? Olivia snaps instantly. Maya's expression shifts, a polite smile forced into place. You can try, she concedes. Great. Let's go now, Olivia says, already turning toward the house. He won't be available until this afternoon, Maya cuts in quickly. And we still have the catering meeting. Olivia groans in frustration. Behind them, Billy stiffens. A sound. Sharp. A twig snapping somewhere in the trees. She turns immediately, scanning the forest edge, certain, absolutely certain, something is there. Billy could go, Clay says suddenly, his hands landing on her shoulders hard enough to make her flinch. Go where? She asks, disoriented. Olivia rolls her eyes. Were you even listening? You've been acting strange all morning. Are you all right? Maya asks, studying her closely. You look pale. I'm fine, Billy replies automatically. But her attention is already slipping again. Pulled toward movement at the edge of the woods. A shape. Low. Still. Too familiar. So Billy can meet him at 3. Clay presses. The question hangs unanswered. Because when Billy glances at Maya, she notices something unsettling. Maya is staring at the exact same spot in the forest. Her expression sharp. Alert. Wary. And for a brief, chilling second, Billy wonders if she saw it too. She doesn't ask. She's not sure she wants the answer. Chapter 6, The Wolf. The wolf paces. Claws tapping softly against the wooden floor. Too close. Far too close. He shouldn't be here. But the need overrides everything. Her scent clings to him. Wraps around his thoughts. Consumes him. When she disappeared inside, something in him snapped. A sharp, unbearable ache. He circled the estate once. Twice. Before slipping silently through the half-open window. Now. She is everywhere. Honey. Salt. Tears. Something uniquely hers. He lowers his head to the bed. Inhales deeply. Still warm. The pillow carries strands of her hair. Faint lavender. He traces the place where her head rested. Imagines her there. Breathing. Dreaming. His. He moves through the room restlessly, absorbing everything she's touched. A discarded nightgown. Warmth. skin. And then, another scent. Faint. Male. The one who touched her. The one who dared. A snarl rips from his throat. Rage floods him instantly. Violent. Consuming. The urge to destroy, to erase, to claim, burns through his veins. He begins pacing faster. She will return. And when she does, what then? Instinct answers. Claim her. Immediately. A single strike. Teeth at her throat. Just enough. Just enough to mark. To bind. To make her his. She would resist. Of course she would. They always do. But her body, her instincts, would recognize what her mind refuses to accept. She belongs to him. She always has. His breathing deepens. The image sharpens in his mind. Her scent shifting. Soft sounds. Submission. Marked. His. A noise interrupts him. Voices. Not hers. He stills. Then moves again. He did not come here for nothing. He lowers his head. And leaves something behind. An offering. Proof. Hidden beneath her bed. For her. Only her. Every instinct screams at him to stay. But he forces himself back. Not yet. Tonight. Chapter 7. Billy. Later that afternoon, Billy sits in Maya's sleek black car as it winds deeper into the forest. You're wasting your time, Maya says flatly. My brother won't agree. She can be difficult, Billy admits. Maya lets out a short laugh. I've handled worse. She glances sideways at Billy. I admire your patience. That's just how our family works, Billy says quietly. Olivia gets what she wants. Maya studies her. She doesn't know about Clay, does she? Billy freezes. Heat rushes to her face. She turns sharply toward the window. Clay and I are just close, she says carefully. We've known each other forever. Maya's silence says everything. My brother doesn't look at me the way Clay looks at you, she says calmly. Billy swallows. You and your brother don't get along. We do, Maya replies softly. He raised me. Billy hesitates. I'm sorry. Was your father? Maya stiffens. Something like that, she cuts in. The conversation dies there. The car turns onto a long gravel road. At the end, a massive stone house. Cold. Imposing. Like it was built to keep things in. Or out. My brother is expecting you, Maya says. I'll be back in an hour. Inside, everything feels heavy. Dark wood. Low voices. Eyes watching. Staff pause as she passes. Whispering. The butler leads her through winding halls into a waiting room. Time stretches. 20 minutes. 30. Then finally. He'll see you now. She's led into an office. A man sits behind the desk, phone to his ear. His back half turned. I don't care what the board thinks, he says sharply. The conservation area is non-negotiable. Billy stops. That voice. Her chest tightens. She's heard it before. His hand taps impatiently against the desk. Strong. Controlled. Dangerous. Your rights end at the northern boundary, he continues. Beyond that, it's protected. He shifts slightly. His profile comes into view. Sharp. Unyielding. Familiar. He raises a finger without looking at her. Wait. We're done here, he says coldly. Honor the agreement, or we'll settle it legally. Then, he turns. And Billy's world tilts. Those eyes. Blue. Impossible. Her lungs stop working. It's him. The man from the beach. The wolf. The dream. Real. Standing in front of her. Sit, he says, gesturing casually. No recognition. Nothing. As if she's a stranger. Matthew Gray. He extends his hand. Billy doesn't move at first. Just stares. Trying to understand. Is there a problem? He asks, faint irritation creeping in. No, sorry, she stammers. His hand closes around hers. Warm. Firm. And something inside her shifts violently. Like something lost. Has just been found. He pulls away. frowning slightly. So, he says, you're here about a wedding? Billy blinks. Oh, no, I mean yes, but not mine. He frowns. My sister, Olivia. Go on. She saw the cove this morning and... No. The word lands instantly. Final. Billy flinches. But you don't even. I do. Silence. She exhales slowly. Okay. But she doesn't leave. She can't. I saw you this morning, she blurts out suddenly. His gaze sharpens. Excuse me. At the beach. A pause. Heavy. Then. Well, he says flatly, glancing toward the door. Dismissed. I'm Billy, she adds quickly. Noted. Nothing more. No interest. No reaction. She leaves in a daze. Confused. Shaken. And strangely, hurt. Chapter 8, Billy. Olivia explodes when she hears the answer. Accusations. Frustration. Tears. You didn't try hard enough. Billy gives in. Promises to go back. Tomorrow. Now alone, she can't focus. Not on anything. Matthew's face. His voice. His touch. It's all still there. Burned into her. She inhales slowly. And freezes. His scent. It's here. In her room. Impossible. She grabs her nightgown. Presses it to her face. And inhales. Him. Panic rises. This isn't normal. Something is wrong. A knock. Billy. Clay. Come in. He enters. Concerned. You okay? I'm fine, she lies. He shrugs. Don't stress about the beach. She forces a smile. He sits on her bed. Billy tenses instinctively. Something about it feels wrong. Do you think I'm making a mistake? He asks suddenly. What? Marrying Olivia. Billy frowns. Why is he asking her? I can't answer that. You always can. He takes her hand. It feels normal. Too normal. You've loved her for years, she says. It's just nerves. He nods. Relieved. Then kisses her hand. And something inside her doesn't respond. I should sleep, she says. He stands. A lighter slips from his pocket. He kneels to grab it. Then suddenly jerks back. What the hell? Billy sits up. What is it? Clay doesn't answer. He reaches under the bed. And pulls something out. Slowly, what the hell is this, Billy? Clay demands, holding something up in front of her face. It takes her a second to process it. A rabbit. Dead. Its small body limp in his grip, neck snapped cleanly, dried blood matted into its fur. Chapter 9, The Wolf. The wolf prowls through the office. Claws scraping softly against polished wood. Too confined. Too controlled. It doesn't belong here. Its nostrils flare, dragging in the last traces of her scent, burning it deeper into memory. She was here. Close. Within reach. And the human did nothing. A snarl tears free. It lunges toward the chair she sat in, burying its muzzle into the fabric. Breathing her in. Deep. Greedy. Her scent floods him instantly. And beneath it. Something else. Desire. He felt it. Her pulse. Her heat. Her hesitation. Her body didn't lie. Satisfaction coils inside him. But then rage follows just as quickly. The human ignored it. Denied it. Sent her away. The wolf snaps at empty air. Frustration surges violently. Maybe the human is weak. Broken. Unworthy. The pacing becomes erratic. Unstable. The shift is harder now. Slower. Painful. The wolf is taking more control each time. Soon. There will be no going back. As it should be. Claws dig into the desk, splintering wood under raw force. Breathing turns harsh. Eyes glow in the dim light. At least. She found the gift. He watched. From the shadows. As she discovered the rabbit. A clean kill. A worthy offering. For her. But then. The other male. Too close. Touching her. Smelling wrong. Hands on her. Lips on her skin. A deep, dangerous growl builds. Unacceptable. That male is a problem. And problems are removed. The claiming can't be delayed any longer. The distance between them burns like an open wound. A hollow ache beneath his ribs. Only she can fill it. Only her. Her submission. Her scent changing. Her blood. Her body yielding. Soon. One way or another. This ends. And the male with the wrong scent will learn exactly what happens to those who touch what belongs to the wolf. Chapter 10. Billy. Rain taps steadily against the windshield. A constant rhythm. Grey sky. Grey road. Everything feels heavy, matching her mood perfectly. Her fingers drum against the steering wheel. The image of the rabbit won't leave her mind. Clay had been furious, ready to escalate it. But the staff brushed it off. A cat, they said. No one seemed concerned. So they let it go. For Olivia's sake. But this morning, they served rabbit stew. As if nothing had happened. As if it meant nothing. Billy grips the wheel tighter. The rain intensifies as she reaches the estate gates. She gives her name. Doesn't mention Matthew. And drives up the long, winding road. Then, a flash of white. Between the trees. The wolf. Watching. Those eyes. Too intelligent. Too aware. You're not real, she whispers. Her hands tighten around the wheel. Just stress. The wolf moves. Suddenly. Fast. Straight into the road. Shit. She slams the brakes. The car skids. Gravel slides beneath the tires. An impact. The front of the car jolts violently into a tree. Silence. Her heart hammers. Did she hit it? She fumbles with the seatbelt. Pushes the door open. Hello. Are you? The words sound ridiculous. Rain soaks her instantly. She searches. Bushes. Trees. Nothing. No wolf. No trace. Shivering, she stumbles back to the car. The engine won't start. Perfect. She exhales sharply. Her heels sink into the mud as she starts walking. By the time she reaches the mansion, she's drenched. Cold. A mess. A black Range Rover idles in the driveway. And then, the door opens. Matthew steps out. Even from a distance. He dominates the space. Sharp. Controlled. Untouchable. Matthew, she calls, picking up her pace. Wait. He looks at her. Expression unreadable. Then, turns away. Like she's nothing. Wait. She runs. Half slipping. Half desperate. Something inside her pushes forward. She doesn't care how it looks. She just needs him to stop. To look at her. To acknowledge her. Finally. He does. Turning back slowly. Can I help you? He asks, polite but distant. She falters. I know I already came yesterday, but... And you are? He interrupts. The words hit harder than they should. Billy, she says. Olivia's sister. Recognition flickers. Barely. So. She stares at him. Confused. Hurt. You don't remember me. Nothing. No reaction. No sign. Like yesterday never happened. I came about the beach. Make an appointment, he says flatly. Or speak to my sister. He turns again. Leaving. Wait. She reaches for him. Her foot slips. Pain shoots through her ankle. She falls. But strong arms catch her instantly. Careful. His voice drops. Low. Controlled. Close. Too close. His arms tighten around her. Holding her effortlessly. Her breath stutters. My ankle. He studies her quickly. Then lifts her. Like she weighs nothing. Carries her inside. Warmth surrounds her. His scent. Closer now. Stronger. When he sets her down. She almost feels the loss. He kneels. Hands steady. Focused. You may have fractured it, he says calmly. Great, she mutters. My sister will love that. He frowns slightly, but says nothing. Instead, he disappears, returns with ice, bandages, moves with quiet efficiency. Every touch, precise, controlled, and yet, it sends something electric through her. Are you a doctor? She asks, trying to break the tension. A faint smile touches his lips. Brief. Dangerous. No. He finishes the bandage. Meets her eyes. And for a moment, everything stills. Those eyes. Impossible. She gets lost in them. I should get you a towel, he says, pulling away. The moment breaks. I need a phone, she says quickly. My car. He signals someone. What happened? I thought I saw her. She stops. His gaze sharpens. A what? A wolf. Silence. Are you sure? Yes. He studies her. Carefully. Then. Your sister knows what happened there. Billy frowns. No. Then she should. He stands. Hands her the phone. Someone died there, he says quietly. And walks out. Chapter 11. Billy. She doesn't remember falling asleep. Or how she ended up here. On his couch. But his there. Close. Too close. His lips crash against hers. Stealing breath. Thought. Control. The kiss is intense. Hungry. Demanding. His hand tangles into her hair. Holding her in place. The other grips her side. Firm. Possessive. Do you have any idea, he murmurs against her lips, voice rough, strained, how long I've waited for you? His chest presses against hers. His heartbeat. Fast. Violent. She can feel it. Through everything. She can't answer. Can't think. His mouth moves to her neck. Heat. Pressure. Teeth grazing skin. She arches instinctively. Surrendering. Lost, the force of him overwhelms her completely. His scent, pine, rain, something raw and untamed, fills her lungs, clouding her thoughts. It's too much. And somehow, not enough. This is madness. It shouldn't feel right. But it does. Terrifyingly right. Like this is where she belongs. With him. Under him. Claimed by him. The certainty of it settles deep in her bones, so powerful it almost hurts. Tears sting her eyes. Matthew, she whispers, his name breaking from her like a prayer. His body shudders violently. He pulls back suddenly, eyes locking onto hers, searching. His breathing is uneven. Ragged. Something is wrong. Small tremors ripple through him. It's not enough, he growls, voice strained, almost breaking. His grip tightens painfully. I need more. Desperation creeps into his tone. I need all of you. Sweat beads along his forehead. His pupils blown wide, almost consuming the blue. Say it, he demands, voice dropping lower, darker. Tell me who you belong to. You, she gasps, barely able to breathe. The word escapes her like surrender. Something snaps. A sound tears from him, half relief, half something far more dangerous. His teeth graze her shoulder. Pleasure spikes. Then twists. Sharp. Wrong. Pain floods in. Matthew, she chokes. But it's not him anymore. The wolf looms above her. Massive. Terrifying. Eyes burning gold. Its muzzle stained red. Its fangs. Buried deep in her neck. She tries to scream. But nothing comes out. The wolf pulls back slightly, just enough for her to see it. A low, hungry growl vibrates through its chest. Unsatisfied. It lunges again. Jaws opening. Aiming for her throat. And this time, her scream finally breaks free. As she jerks awake. Heart pounding violently. Sheets tangled around her legs. Chapter 12, Billy. Isa Howard. 23. Found dead on Greyston's private beach. 10 years ago. The information isn't hidden. You just have to look for it. Billy stares at the grainy newspaper image. Her fingers tremble. The girl had been beautiful. Before something destroyed her. The report is clinical. Cold. But the truth bleeds through the words. Severe throat lacerations. Consistent with animal attack. Body, dismembered. Recovered at dawn. Billy exhales shakily. The librarian's quiet voice echoes in her head. They say her bones were broken, in ways bones shouldn't bend. Billy paces. Morning light stretches long shadows across the floor. Her ankle doesn't hurt. At all. Another thing that doesn't make sense. You shouldn't be walking on that, Clay says from the doorway. It's fine, she replies distractedly. Clay, have you heard about the beach? He shakes his head. Someone died there, she presses. Killed by an animal. He shrugs slightly. Billy, things happen. No, she snaps. Not like this. He sighs. Accidents happen. That's all. She knows he's wrong. She feels it. Whatever did it is gone, he adds gently. You're safe. She doesn't feel safe. Not even close. The dreams. Matthew. The wolf. The constant feeling of being watched. Hey, Clay murmurs, pulling her into a hug. I'm here. She almost laughs. He has no idea. What's wrong? He asks softly. You used to tell me everything. Then, he kisses the corner of her lips. Billy jerks back. What are you doing? Footsteps echo. Olivia stands in the doorway. Watching. Billy pulls away. Clay tightens his hold slightly. My best girl isn't feeling great, he says lightly. It doesn't sound harmless. Olivia notices. But says nothing. Did you fix the beach issue? She asks instead. Before Billy can answer. A scream cuts through the house. Sharp. Terrified. They run. Outside. Their mother stands frozen. At her feet. A massive dead moose. And around it. Rabbits. Dozens. Arranged in a perfect circle. Not random. Deliberate. A message. Billy knows instantly. This isn't for everyone. It's for her. Something shifts inside her. Dark. Unsettling. Her breath catches. Not from fear. From something else. Satisfaction. Power. Horror twists in her chest. Because she likes it. Somewhere. Beyond the trees. She feels it. Watching. Waiting. Chapter 13. Billy. 2 days until the wedding. Billy paces her room. Restless. Unstable. The storm outside mirrors the one inside her. Her bed is a mess. Sheets twisted from another night of dreams. Matthew. Always Matthew. She hasn't seen him. But he's everywhere. In her thoughts. In her body. In her pulse. This isn't normal. She barely recognizes herself. Olivia spirals. Snapping at everyone. Clay lingers near Billy more often now. But his touch. Feels wrong. Empty. Because everything in her belongs somewhere else. To someone else. Matthew. The name pulses through her like a second heartbeat. And the wolf. Always there. At the edge of the forest. Watching. Waiting. She's tried to follow it. It always disappears. Part of her wants to go deeper. At night. Find it. But the story of ISA stops her. Or maybe. It doesn't. A knock. Billy. Olivia. Florist needs you. Coming. The hours blur. Flowers. Tables. Noise. The storm worsens. Tension builds. I swear if it rains on my wedding. Olivia starts again. Billy can't breathe. I need air, she blurts. In this weather. Her mother scoffs. She's already moving. Keys in hand. Billy, Clay calls. She doesn't stop. Rain drenches her instantly. She gets in the car. And drives. No hesitation. No thought. Her body already knows where she's going. Greyston. Matthew. Lightning splits the sky. The mansion appears. Dark. Massive. Waiting. She stumbles out. Soaked. Wild. The door opens. A butler. Is Mr. Gray home? Before he answers, Maya appears. What are you doing here? Billy barely hears her. Is he here? No, Maya says slowly. Something shifts in her expression. Concern. Fear. You don't look okay. Billy doesn't respond. She's searching. For him. Maya guides her inside. Warmth. Tea. Words. None of it matters. Is your brother here? Billy asks suddenly. Maya hesitates. No. Billy's chest tightens. What's going on? Maya asks. Billy exhales. I've been seeing something. What? A wolf. Silence. Heavy. What does it look like? Maya asks. White. Huge. Blue eyes. Maya freezes. Damn it, she whispers. You need to leave. The lights flicker. Then die. Darkness. Headlights cut through the storm outside. Maya grabs her. He's here. Who? My brother. She pulls out a small bottle. Put this on. Billy hesitates. Then does it. The scent is sharp. Herbal. Strange. Upstairs, Maya orders. Now. They move quickly. Whatever you hear, don't come out. Why? Just don't. Then. A voice below. Matthew. Billy's heart betrays her. It'll be okay, Maya says. But it won't. Chapter 14. Billy. Hours pass. The storm fades. The house feels wrong. Too quiet. Billy sits on the edge of the bed. Trying to understand. Maya knew. About the wolf. And if she's afraid of her brother. Then. A realization hits. Hard. Matthew. Is the wolf. A floorboard creaks. Billy freezes. She can't stay here. She moves. Slowly. Quietly. Down the hall. Voices. Maya. Matthew. She looks down. And sees him. At the table. He looks. Weak. Unsteady. Not like before. Drink, Maya urges. He does. Immediately. Something's wrong. Billy leans forward. The stair creaks. Maya looks up. Sees her. Is someone there? Matthew asks. But he doesn't look. Just Billy, Maya says quickly. Who? Billy freezes. He doesn't remember. Again. Maya's expression darkens. Billy retreats. Confused. Shaken. What is happening? Footsteps. Maya enters her room. I told you not to leave. What did you do to him? Billy demands. He'll be fine. That tone sends a chill through her. You need to leave, Maya says. Far away. Why? I can't explain. She hesitates. Then softer. I'm sorry. And leaves. Billy lies down. Exhausted. Dreams pull her under. Matthew. Warm. Safe. Then. The beach. Isa's body. Watching her. Accusing. A sound. Soft. Scratching. Billy wakes. Frozen. Silence. Then. Again. Closer. Something is outside. Waiting. Wanting in. The scratching grows louder. More desperate. A low, animal whine joins it. Billy's heart pounds violently. This isn't the wind. This isn't the house. Something is there. Right outside her door. She slowly gets up. Steps closer. Every instinct screaming at her to stop. But she doesn't. She leans down. And looks through the keyhole at first. Nothing. Just darkness. Then her vision adjusts. And Billy recoils with a strangled gasp. The wolf isn't outside. Not somewhere in the house. Right there. Pressed against the door. Its massive body fills the keyhole view. Breath fogging the metal. Fear slams into her. Raw. Primal. There's nowhere to go. No escape. Just a thin wooden door between her and it. The scratching stops. A dull thud follows. Like it's leaning against the door. Waiting. Watching. Something pulls her forward again. Stronger than fear. She looks. And freezes. The wolf isn't aggressive. It's weak. Its body trembles. Unsteady. A low, Pained whine escapes it. Something inside her shifts. Before she can think, her hand is on the handle. The lock clicks. The door opens. And the wolf is there. Blue eyes locking onto hers. For a moment. They just stare. Then it collapses forward. She barely catches it. "What's wrong?" she whispers, hands instinctively moving through its fur. No blood. No wounds. Nothing visible. The wolf presses its head against her neck. Warm. Heavy. And suddenly, everything inside her settles. The tension. The fear. Gone. Replaced by something deeper. Something right. "Come on," she murmurs softly. It follows her. Leaning into her. She guides it to the bed. It climbs up easily. Circles once. Then collapses with a tired breath. She watches. And realizes. This feels natural. Like it was always meant to happen. When she hesitates. It whines. Soft. Needing. "I'm here," she says, climbing beside it. It shifts. Making space. Then presses against her. Head resting over her stomach. The weight should be uncomfortable. It isn't. It feels complete. Warm. Safe. For the first time. She sleeps. Chapter 15. Billy. When she wakes. She knows. Before she even opens her eyes. Warmth. Arms around her. A steady heartbeat behind her back. She turns slowly. And there he is. Matthew. Sleeping. Peaceful. Her chest tightens. Her fingers hover near his face. Afraid to touch. "Matthew," she whispers. No response. She watches him. And the realization settles quietly. She loves him. Not suddenly. Not dramatically. Just. True. Like it's always been there. When he wakes. She'll tell him. Everything. A sliver of sunlight touches his face. He stirs. Eyes opening. Focusing. On her. And instantly. Everything breaks. He recoils. "Who are you?" The words hit like a knife. Billy freezes. "It's me. Billy." Confusion floods his face. "Why are you in my house?" Her heart sinks. "You don't remember." Nothing. No recognition. No connection. "You came to me," she says desperately. "You were the wolf." His body goes rigid. "That's not possible." "It's okay," she rushes. "I know what you are. I'm not scared." He stares at her. Like she's insane. The bond she felt. Shatters. "Have we met before?" he asks quietly. Her voice breaks. "Yes." He doesn't believe her. Before she can say more, the door bursts open. Maya stands there. Takes one look. And understands everything. "It's not okay," she says. Billy doesn't want to leave. But Matthew closes his eyes. "Go." The word hurts more than anything. Chapter 16. The truth. The car speeds away. Billy sits in silence. Heart breaking. "Maya, what is happening?" A pause. Then. "My brother is a shifter." Billy doesn't react. "Not really. I can turn too," Maya adds. "That hits. And the wolf following you." "Matthew." Billy exhales slowly. "So he's been pretending." "No," Maya says quietly. "He truly doesn't remember you." Billy turns. "What?" His human side forgets his mate. Her breath catches. But his wolf. His wolf knows. Silence. Heavy. "You're his mate." The words land. Deep. Permanent. "And if he claims you?" Billy swallows. "I die." Maya nods. "And if he loses control, we kill him." Chapter 17. The breaking point. The confrontation explodes. Family. Chaos. Truth. Then. The wolf appears. Massive. Focused. On clay. Billy doesn't think. She moves. "Don't hurt him." The wolf pauses. Looks at her. Everything shifts. She steps closer. His not the danger. His the answer. "Please." The world disappears. Just them. She tilts her head. Exposes her neck. Do it. Chapter 18. The bite. Pain. Blinding. White hot. Then. Everything changes. Chapter 19. Matthew. Blood. The taste pulls him back. Reality crashes in. Billy. His mate. Dying in his arms. No. Memory floods back. Everything. Her. The truth. The bond. What he's done. I'm sorry. She's breaking. Like ISA did. History repeating. No, he whispers. Not again. He holds her. Feels her pain. Fights it. Find your wolf, he begs. Don't fight it. She's slipping. Fading. Then. Something answers. Inside her. Bones shift. Reform. Change. And suddenly. A wolf. Grey. Alive. He exhales. Relief breaking him apart. Then. She bites him. The bond completes. And when he opens his eyes. She's human again. Alive. Looking at him. I'm Billy, she says softly. He smiles through tears. I know. Epilogue. 4 years later. Push. Billy screams. Matthew holds her. Steady. Present. Their son is born. Strong. Alive. Free. No curse. No fear. Just. A future. Billy looks down at him. And understands everything. From abandoned child. To Luna. To the one who broke it all. What should we name him? She asks. Matthew smiles. Something new. Ethan. He nods. Strong. Enduring. Perfect. Outside. The pack gathers. Not for Matthew. For her. For the one who changed everything. And for the first time. Everything feels right.